We are at the point of interracial propaganda making where Palm Pilots themselves are starting to tell black people that it's better on their side of the fence.
Last week, there was a white German woman who was going viral, literally talking down on a certain demographic because she was able to badge an average Black American man. She said it herself that she was able to get an average Black American man just because Black women are no competition for her. She's not loud. She's not masculine. She allowed the man talk. She does not talk on the man. She doesn't talk when the man is talking. Stated all of these things. But the summary of her video, if you have not watched that one, I am going to put the link of that one in the description and as well tag it at the top of this video. So the video popping up right now is that video, so you can go check it so you can get the entire context and just listen to what this woman had to say, because I don't think I'm going to be including it in this clip. Basically what she said was talk down on an entire demographic just to make herself feel better. That was all she did in that video. Black men are reacting to it. That video has been going viral. I did a video about it, and the last video I uploaded were women literally reacting to a video. In this episode, this is what the men are saying about this white German woman literally coming Black women.
I don't want black women to act like white women. I don't want black women to act like any other women. Therefore, I don't need any other women telling black women how to behave. Black women are clearly the standard, because why is everybody trying to target them and point the finger and saying, hey, we're better than them? You don't compare yourself to people who are at the bottom of the barrel. You compare yourself to the cream of the crop. That's what the world knows that black women are, the cream of the crop. And it just blows their mind, because how? We tried to destroy black women. We tried to take everything from them. We tried to take their men from them. We took their kids from them. How are they still standing? How are they still strong? Why are they still so creative? Why do we want to be like them so bad? All the mannerisms, they take it from black women. Period. Come from black women. The way they like to dance come from black women. The music that they love is catered to black women. I never see black women comparing themselves to other races. I've seen us get up here and compete against each other, but I don't never see us get up here and say, oh, you need to be more like this race, or you should be more like this race. It's always them trying to compare themselves to us, telling us how to be. Everybody trying to tell black women how to be. And before y'all go saying I'm pandering to black women, whatever. Because I feel like as black men, it's our job to correct each other. It's our job to sharpen each other. Man sharp as man is iron sharp as iron. Like black women are the ones who need to check black women. Anytime it's a black woman getting up here beside herself, a black woman need to stand up and check her. Anytime a black man up here bashing black women, a black man need to stand up and check her. Because we don't hear it coming from the opposite sex. Y'all, please start asking yourselves why are these people watching us so close and we're not paying attention to nothing that they doing. Just like Cat Williams said, everybody knows that we the truth except us. They just spread all this fake propaganda amongst the world, making the world feel like black people are untrustworthy and black people aren't loyal. But the whole time, y'all still watching us. Why? Because we the truth.
So I just watched a video of the German woman who said that black women are no competition for the men in our community. And it really hurt me. And I'm going to explain why. And I'm being serious here. She and other women around the world are attacking the very foundation of what made families in our community and relationships strong. Empathy, love, caring, service, kindness, submission, togetherness, family. They are attacking what they see as a weakness. And they don't see that weakness as being on the side of the men in our community. They see that weakness being laid at the feet of the women in our community. For instance, she said he was surprised when she would say, hey, can I get you anything? Do you need anything to eat? You want some of my food? Can I make you some food? What can I do to make you happy? She said I would bring him fresh fruit and he would be surprised. She would just basically be a caring, loving, empathetic girlfriend, a woman who cared about her man and who treated him with love and care and compassion and respect. The other thing that she says is she would never interrupt him, never raise her voice, never yell, never scream, would let him finish his thoughts, and then she would take her turn to talk without interruption. The reason why my heart was broken when she said that there is no competition there is because, with some exceptions, not all, she is right. She is right. The competition is no longer there because the things that she was saying that she does for her man seems like slavery to the women in our community. And if you go and look at the comments on the video, she is being justified. Her point is being proven by those comments. It's a very sad day. And something needs to drastically change in our community, or the men will simply create our community over again with other women.
So I saw a video of a German lady saying that taking the Black American woman's man was easy because Black American women aren't feminine. And I was like, this is such a random ass beef. Like, bro, the government got to be behind this. Cause that's so random. Like, and also femininity cultures are just an extension of their human supremacy. Because the concept of femininity does not include no POC. The same way the concept of professionalism does not include no POC. It's the same thing. Anytime I see this black lady face pop up, she wants some.
Why would that German woman eat us up like that? And when I say us, I mean us as Black women. If you haven't seen the video, the woman came out, German women, talking about how Black American women are no competition, like none at all. And she stood 10 toes on it, confidently said it. And honestly, y'all, there's no lies.
No, she ate you up, Jorgen Von Stringle. And German women cannot be talking about femininity, bro, because y'all know what a German woman look like, bro? Please use Google. There is literal discourse on why German women look so fucking... Let me relax. All that wearing dresses and yodeling and picnics is trying to make up for the fact that they look like... Let me relax.
We are at the point of interracial propaganda making where Palm Pilots themselves are starting to tell black people that it's better on their side of the fence. White tee females have just taken the gloves off and going to make videos themselves. Let's talk about it. My name is Brother Legend and I'm here to raise your consciousness. The ability to take advantage of someone in a weaker position in society would make any relationship unethical. The relationship between a prison guard and a prisoner is unethical because of the power dynamic. The relationship between a teacher and a student, the relationship between a psychologist and a client, the list goes on. And because the caste system of race puts black people in a special position to be taken advantage of, an interracial relationship can be seen as unethical. Race is a caste system where there are people at the top and there are people that are always going to be at the bottom. The people at the top who have hoarded resources and exploited people at the bottom are going to be in a unique position to take advantage of people at the bottom. But basking in the privilege and resources that you took from another community and then turning to them and saying, oh, aren't things better over here, is nasty work. In 1955, the black family was the most married demographic in America. Fast forward to today, and we are the least married people in America. There have been systemic, economic, and psychosocial barriers set in place to stop black people from coming together ever since we uttered the words Black Power. These systemic barriers have been set in place by the same group that once made it illegal for black men and women to be legally recognized as married. When two people love each other, love helps protect the family. When one person loves another, there is no way they're going to easily let harm come to that person. The slave owners knew this and would trade off our husbands, wives, and children before we had a chance to actually love them. There are even stories where slave owners would find out about enslaved people wanting to get married and then force the wife to stay in his room over the wedding night. So before you listen to some German woman talking about her husband like she found him in some rescue shelter, just understand that she's acknowledging that she knows the power dynamic between black and white people exists. She acknowledges that her people were not put through that same level of torture and systemic barriers in order to get married. And just like R. Kelly at a Chuck E. Cheese, she gets off to the power dynamic.
All right, if you know my content, you know that I throw no shade towards either or anybody. You know what I'm saying? So there's no shade towards this content creator. But I keep hearing this conversation over and over and over again. So what I did was I went back and looked at the video. And as I watched the video, I heard what she said. I heard what she could have meant. But I also heard what she said directly. She never said anything about black women. She just happened to be with a black man. And what she said was anybody who he was dealing with prior to her was no competition. So you would then have to be like, okay, was he exclusively dating black women before he started dating the German woman? Or is she saying more so American women as a whole, right? So what we do as black people is we do a lot of projecting, right? If anything sounds remotely like they are targeting either side, whether it's black men or black women. If it sounds like it or sounds close to it, we'll pick it up and we'll run with it. We're not looking at context. We're not listening, and we're just responding out of hurt and anger. And my thing is this: if it don't apply to you, right? If you know that you treat black men right, if you know that you treat black women right, or just women in general, or your men in general, if you know that, then it wouldn't bother you. You could just scroll past it. Anybody can have an opinion. Anybody can talk about anything. We think that we're above criticism for some reason. How can this German woman sit here and talk about us like that or whatever like that? She can. Observations are free. And criticism is not inherently bad. But it becomes a problem when we're not able to really take the criticism. We're rather, like you said, like the guy said in this video, we'll take information and we'll diverge it away from us and say, well, what about you? And start pointing fingers. And it's not a gendered issue. But I do understand what he's saying. Us as men and as leaders, we need to take that first step, which I would agree. But I also would challenge that any competent individual, regardless of your sex or gender, can step up and think better and respond better. We have given this woman so much attention. So many content creators are getting rich off of this topic from what some random woman thinks, who is from another side of the country and ain't got nothing to do with you. We are giving these conversations life. And we're not even having the conversation in a healthy and equitable way. We're pointing fingers. So that part I agree. But the part where I don't agree is that division where it's like, okay, black men need to do better. Black women need to do better. Like, no, us as a collective, us as a community, we're trash right now. There's a lot of things that we can do better. So instead of trying to point blame, we need to take that criticism. We need to put that mirror on ourselves. We need to look and see what it is that we could be doing better collectively instead of saying, you go first. That's why I say we need a group of conscious individuals to start responding and thinking and doing that introspection and that self-work. We need more conscious people doing that. And then we wouldn't be responding to crap like this because it wouldn't apply. But that's my rant for today. Yeah.
If the relationship with the black man was that good, why is she online comparing and contrasting? Why is she bringing down like these other people to make herself feel good? I hope this person knows that shows who she is much more than the people that she's trying to attack. Indigenous black males will fall for anything. How dare some non-black female try to define behaviors of indigenous black females? Many of us have loved black men with nothing, through sickness till death, feeding, bathing, shaving, and dressing them, and loving them to the bitter end of cancer or other sicknesses. Could have sent him away to a nursing home, but we fought the good fight. Anyone would do the niceties when he's able-minded and not dependent on them to use the bathroom. Will she still love him when he can no longer take care of his basic needs? Come back when she can tell how she picked him up and put him in his wheelchair every day and deeply love him in spite of him being a shell of who he used to be. Another person said, our loving on a man has nothing to do with black women. The fact that she has to put another race down to feel better about herself speaks volume. Exactly. Another person said, I know black females who are drop-dead gorgeous and married and treat their husbands with respect. Some white women love to put black women down and let them feel like they are not desired. True. Another one said, though she made some point, I still have a few objections. Black men and other people of color does not realize what the black woman has had to endure since the beginning. Majority of the women in our community are single parents, and with that means they are paying their own bills, raising little boys, more so just having to play both roles. There's other reasons for that, our men. Black men need to be held accountable. It's always us against everyone, including our own other levels to life, relationship, and love. And you better know if you wasn't designed to be exactly the way that is, it wouldn't be. What do you guys think about what these men are saying to our video? There's some agreeing, and I will see you guys in the next one.